B side.
Saving grace, at least for cowana, is they will be on that CT side as well. HS with the dual Berettas. Falcons making their way in towards the tunnels. It's more of a standard default.
Yeah, slow pace here. HS has the dual Berettas. Seen these a couple of times come out, but yet to have too much of an impact. See if he can make the difference here. Matty holding mid. We know how sharp he can be with pistols, but he is flashed off the line. Python gets a bit of control into mid, but then just sits back.
Lots of control here for the Falcons. Maka over towards long, peering on in. HS about to be tested. It's close range with the dual Berettas, but not to be. Crystal drops a defensive smoke, but Maka, he capitalizes upon it.
Oh, that is dirty with the P250, and that keeps his player on lock collar. He has to contest it, and Maka removes him. Matty now, he's the only one nearby. The rotation coming through, but with the bomb planted, this 2v4 retake is incredibly difficult for them to pull off. Haji looking for the contact here. Kyojin even swinging over. Matty is good for the kill, but Maka's sitting back here. It's just popping them down. 3 in the round for him, and Stefan eventually is closed in on.
Just too many players for cowana to deal with. They had the threat of Maka over towards long. They even had the mid flank to contend with. It was just too overwhelming. Falcons, they continue their good form, and they will pick up a pistol.
And we're talking about Maka as the man to step up. Good stuff him from here already. Quite on Inferno, but 3 to open up his account in the pistol with that P250. Getting some banger shots there, popping some heads. Let's put cowana now into this full save. Just USPs and a single flashbang for Crystal. Aggression out here towards B. They are not slowing down.
About to work their way in. Stefan with the USP dinking, but not a kill conversion. To be expected in reality. There is a fast flank, but Python, he's even holding for it as well. Leaving nothing to chance are the Falcons. Consecutive rounds surely about to be formed, especially with Maka continuing his good form. Lovely taps, 5-0 to kick things off.
Expected that round though. Was just the USPs. No damage done. Now we get the guns out and the true test for cowana. This CT side has to be an impressive performance because the CT side of Falcons was very, very solid.
It really was. And it's interesting to see that cowana, whenever they lose that pistol, typically, I think the meta really has been to invest in, but no, they save, they go for the USPs, they rely comfortably on their rifles, but this change of pace, it could catch them off.
Yeah, just holding W here. Stefan and Crystal are here to defend. Stefan trying to find these kills, but can't quite do it. Crystal, he's good for the first though. Able to position in here. The trade is immediate. Both players going down on the B side defense. The rotations do come through. Color finds a kill as well. Nothing slow down. That bomb can be planted. HS looking for a way into this. Maka, there's a gap in the door here. Does a huge amount of damage on the Color, but isn't rewarded with the kill. Haji on this flank. Oh, that is everything. HS removed. Color as well with the AWP, and it's just Matty on this flank.
He needs to save his rifle. They simply have got no money now, and he's got no opportunity coming into the first gun round of the game. Falcons, they will convert. Lovely stuff from Haji as well. He just finds that gap over towards short, and he just stabs the players in the back. Lots and just too many things for cowana really to worry about.
Yeah, they get completely overwhelmed. Falcons, they don't want to let them get comfortable here. The AWP comes out from Color, but he's only good for the 1 kill. There's just so much fast-paced action going towards the B site. Both defenders get overwhelmed, and the retake just barely has a moment to get started before it's shut down. Now, Matty, he's the only one that holds onto that rifle, and once again, cowana aren't going to have the buy. Yeah,
it's no surprise that the 1x bet odds are heavily in favor of the Falcons. They are running riot right here on Dust2. cowana, they need to get things going. It's going to be very scary because the way that Falcons have started, it's been explosive, it's been confident, and it's been overwhelming. cowana, they need to find a rhythm. It potentially will not be in this round, though, because they've only got the Deagles, but they will try and challenge in towards Maka.
Yeah, Maka bringing out the AWP now. Got that one for free, courtesy of Color. Trying to jump up here. MP7 for Color. Not the SMG you often see.
I don't think I've ever seen that in a... Well, I haven't seen that in a very long time. Excited to see what he can achieve with it, potentially. Matty, that's a lovely headshot, and he extends on out, but Maka is there to bail Python out of a jam.
But now the MP7 can reign supreme. Python removed. 4 on 3 now. Still the weapon advantage for Falcons, but they've slowed it down, and that's allowed cowana to find these gaps.
They have, and Crystal potentially could walk this long extremity. And now he could be the flank that Falcons would need to consider. Instead, everyone's going to pump the brakes. Maka peering on in with the AWP. He hasn't died yet. Reverse James Bond.
Reverse James Bond. Ancient 700. very low down the order. Smoke's now getting ready to be deployed. Actually, they don't want to let them know that this is their intentions quite yet. This double set up to long can come through, but they should walk on the site free.
The issue with this is they've got the SMG and the Deagle. They're expecting the long commit, but this really unfavorable engagement at distance is going to be a little bit unfortunate for the CTs. Kyojin, he finds an empty bomb site.
Yeah, Color has rotated over though. 2 players already on the site. Has to kind of contest this, but Kyojin and Haji, they chime in with the AKs. The bomb can go down, and Maka, he's in a great post-plant position as well.
Just take a look at HS. He was all the way in towards CT. He's still lurking there, thinking about potentially trying to get a kill, but right now it just feels like there's really no way in.
Yeah, if they find a kill here, then it opens it up, but without a kit, oh, that's that kill. All right, that's Maka removed. No longer Agent 700. Kyojin and Haji with the AKs have to do it all, and they are good for the 2. It's just Stefan left, and Kyojin shuts him down.
Nice trade spacing as well from the Falcons on the bomb site. They take the fight towards Cowana. They want to isolate the gunfights early. Another factor to consider is that they did not have a defuse kit, so it makes that retake all that little bit more difficult. It's a lovely mid-round as well from the Falcons just to slow things down. They group up as a unit. Maka, they use his sniper to peer on in towards short and make sure that they have all the room needed for the execute.
Signs of life here early on. Oh, that's a good tag onto Crystal through the doors there. Some free damage early on. Guns coming out for Cowana now, a second chance to do some damage here. But Kyojin, he's looking to do damage of his own. Maddie and HS, they get away with their lives, but they're so injured from it.
But the 3-man stack towards long has created this gap in towards middle, which Keoz is looking to exploit. See you later, Crystal. Struck off the record for this round. Stefan peering on in, but he can't really end Keoz's wrath. And now suddenly the Falcons completely collapse upon B.
Got a feel for Crystal, doesn't even get a chance to see his opponents tag through the door and then finished off with the wall bang onto B doors. Just jiggling that and is punished for it. So Color has to save this AWP, and Maddie has to do the same with the M4.
It's a difficult one. Falcons have got the economy to throw bodies at this as well. Kyojin could drop some rifles, so too could Haji. So a couple of players here throwing caution to the wind, trying to strip away this heavy investment from Cowana. It would be a good opportunity to do so.
You're removing that AWP would be massive. Color has to hold on to this if they want a chance into the next. That's a good start on the defense. Kyojin removed. Now aware of his position though, and they can continue to push forward. The utility starts to rain through. Color even dropping a defensive smoke, but now he's alone. Maddie has been removed. All 4 players converging on his position. Good for 1, but is traded out.
Only lose 2 players in the process of doing that, the Falcons, which means that it's a very good hunt overall. Cowana, they are down in the dumps. They take a hefty blow early. The Falcons are looking incredibly dominant. They continue Dust2 flawlessly.
Half by here from Cowana. Few SMGs, a scout, and a 5-7 to get it done with. Aggression here from Stefan, but they're hearing this. He's just charging up. Even the flash coming through to try and punish, and Keoz does. Easy spray onto both of those. He can continue to aggress forward here as well. Maddie here with the MP9 is good for the first, but Haji is there in response.
Oh, Kyojin even gets the kill on towards short. This is just looking dire. Falcons, it feels like they can do no wrong. At the very least, an SMG gets a kill, but it was going to be a very laboured save. Cowana, they try and throw an element of surprise in towards the Falcons. They aggress in towards lower tunnels. They want to take the fight, but that disciplined flashbang, as soon as they heard the steps, it was all that they needed.
HS just wants to hold on to this, but is given the opportunity. At least can take down Python. They're still hunting. Maka's coming here with the Glock on the prowl. Haji here with the AK as well. And Brandon, do you know what day of the week it is?
Sunday.
Oh, I tell you, it's not Wednesday, because no one is wearing pink in that server. Cowana having no luck here on their defenses. They get run over.
Took me a while, but I just about got that. Oh, dearie me, I need to work up on my references, to be honest with you. But Falcons, yeah, they look incredibly strong. It just feels like there's really no fundamentals here on Dust2 for Cowana. It's one of the maps that they did play in that advanced season. There's no real officials that they have on this. It's probably limited experience with that lineup. It's just unfortunate. Falcons, they are extending their advantage, and they are doing it to some hell of a degree.
You don't want your experience to be getting eliminated here off the back of the map. Keoz, that's Maddie removed, making his way up towards short. Well, the trade does come through. Stefan is rotated over with HS in tow, but that bomb is making its way out towards long. The rotations are here from the CTs though.
Try and work their way through. Crystal, he loves a smoke push. Instead, HS, he's going to be boosted up above it. And meanwhile, oh, a totem pole's forming on towards Python. It's damage done both ways, and Color will extend with the AWP. And in fact, he doubles up. That could be the difference maker now.
Yeah, critical kills there. The bomb is also dropped towards ramp. Haji now, ooh, Stefan. This is going to be a freebie. Not going to be quite ready for that player. But that bomb, it just cannot be recovered.
Yeah, it's a very difficult situation for the Falcons. They have got time on the clock. But Cowana surely know that the package is under their control. Maka can peer on in. It's a deep angle with the AWP, but Cowana, they can just tuck in.
Haji on an expedition here. And it is shut down by Crystal. Maka, 1 versus 3. First does present itself, but off the back of not finding that one, he's going to scramble.
Yeah, makes sense. Nice recovery from Cowana. They rotate everyone in over the boost up, and it's that man that we have really, well, almost kind of damned on Inferno. Color, he steps up with the AWP. He finds the impact. He's going toe-to-toe. Whilst he doesn't win the aim battle with Maka, he doesn't need to. He does his job. Holding down in towards that ramp position. He drops the bomb, more importantly.
Ooh, Maka here playing with fire. Made himself known, and now they can try and overwhelm and deny this AWP, but the no-scope, Crystal, no chance in that one, and they can't commit to it.
No, they really can't. They've not got the money to repurchase, so rather than just throwing a little more at it, instead, Maka will hold on to the AWP, whilst Cowana win that one. It's still a long way back.
Ooh, that second kill is fast under Python. Great re-peek there from Color. Flashes of brilliance here. And he needs to show us a little bit more to step up this comeback on the CT side. Haji going for a peek of his own with the spawn, but not rewarded.
But look at Stefan, so aggressive. In fact, it's actually HS peeking on in. So far forward in towards middle. Now Color holds down towards Suicide, but does not get the kill indeed. All that meanwhile, Matty, he's taken long control.
Yeah, all 5 tiers are grouped up towards top mid, so control of the map sits with the CTs. They're making their way now into mid proper. Have to fight back some control that they conceded early on. Isn't anyone in short or lowers though, so they can take this ground.
Color peeking on in. Oh, he actually spots out Haji, but the aim of the man is so good. Cracks open his skull. That's the heavy investment removed.
Yeah, AK doesn't normally come out ahead in that engagement. Yup, removed. Haji even take control now. Maddie has to be kept occupied here as well. So now they can make their move towards short, and there's no one there to defend it.
Yeah, that's the gap. HS, he started aggressive in towards middle. Now he's just rotating back through CT. Keoz, in the meanwhile, will extend through the double doors, and now it's a very difficult position for Cowana to be in. They're not really too sure where Falcons are going to end up.
Yeah, they know that HS is now in CT, but Maddie, he's rotated over. Python does find him, and, well, with HS going down, that's it.
It's just those individual gunfights that Falcons are winning out time and time again. They are mechanically more advanced. They are more tuned in right now. Cowana, it just feels like that they need to warm up a little bit faster. They haven't really established themselves in the game. This bye coming out in round number 9 is not going to be the best from them.
Deagle for Matty. He's pretty good with it. We've seen some nice highlights from him, but it would have to be a bit of a highlight of a century here if they do want to get their second in this upcoming round at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, look, he has 1 kill here or there with it. There was 1 round against Strife where he did absolutely insane work with it on Overpass. But here, it just feels like a different story. You can see just the contrast in the 2 teams, right? Look at the cameras. Stefan, not really too sure what to make of it. Crystal looks a little bit concerned as well. Maybe it's time for a pause. The coach can then start talking in their ears. That's Kingdom, just standing behind them.
Couple of scouts coming out with the Desert Eagles. We'll see this combo a little bit, but gonna have to reign true and Maka. Well, that's color already removed. There's that Desert Eagle. I was telling you about it, Brandon, and it finds a kill.
It does, and actually...
The second kill.
Oh, okay, fair enough then. Can retrieve and scavenge an AK off the body. That flashbang, though, it won't detract his aim. Matty with the hat trick. You called for it, Lucy, and he's really doing the damage.
Do not doubt my boy. 3 in the round. So much extra damage done as well. But Crystal, he gets spotted here. Stefan trying to push down and find this flank, but with him going down, oh, Crystal has to pull off an incredible clutch here. Has the bomb at the very least.
That's really scary because that's a gunfight that really did not need to happen, and now it's made it very awkward for Crystal. He can't even hold on to that bomb. There's too many angles in towards middle. As Falcons rotate all the way back to spawn Crystal, he goes to his own.
He has to big brain this one. Make the correct gamble, the correct bomb site to try and catch these players off guard. The T's have to take their time at the very least, so the clock will be in his favor because they have to clear all these angles, expecting him to be anywhere, and he shot off with the AWP earlier, so they have to be wary of that.
That's true. Picks up the AK, holding a very tight line in towards mid. Keoz not really too sure of Crystal's location. The timing, I think he's actually potentially spotted, or maybe not. The elevation, that shelf, it could have just hidden his head. And Crystal, if he works his way up short now, he's going to stab them in the back.
Oh, this could be the opportunity. Crystal making his way up silently along short here. Both T's on the other side. He's going to pop up and spot them both. Has to find both these kills perfectly. That's the first. Damage done onto the second. But Keoz now is fully aware of this position. Has to plant the bomb though. There's no time in the headshot. Oh, it's actually not a headshot. It's just onto the body through the box and it does it.
Oh, Crystal, he's really good at getting these gems, these diamonds in the rough and bringing them up in these international rosters, but it's him. He is the brightest sparkle in the cowana roster right now, getting things done. The cerebral assassin in that one, taking that round completely away from the Falcons, but it's all off the back of Matty's heroics in mid.
Matty with 2 banger deagle shots and then picking up the rifle for the third against the AWP of all sorts as well. That's what we need to see here from cowana. We need to see it with the rifles as well.
Change of pace, heading their way up towards long now are the Falcons. Extending. They want to bounce back quickly. Can't allow cowana to get too settled into the game.
Sentry coming in from long to flush them off this short position. Going to be aggressing up really fast here, but there is the 3-man lean ready to hold it. Matty, man of the hour last round, has to do it again here. Will be tested first on ramp as they make their way up behind this smoke. Another player in HS on the site, and the AWP is holding Overwatch as well. The defense could not be better from these CTs, but they have to find the kills. That's the first for Matty. Can't quite convert the second, but now HS, he can swing out. But his information, it is known that he is here now, but Color, he's holding the line. The bomb is dropped, and they have to somehow flush these T's out. The flag, it's coming through. Haji, with this Molotov on the position of Color, is going to make him move, but Color just holds it. He just sits in it, and he even gets the second before he burns out.
So how has he done that then? He just stays alive in the Molotov and he grabs 2 kills on his way out. Really lovely stuff from cowana. Could this be the spark of life re-injected into this CT side? There's still a possibility they can even win out the half.
Yeah, we've got a game on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Color, what a headshot, and then just swinging out for the quick scope while he's burning alive. Flames lapping his toes. Now a change up from HS. Aggression early on here into B. Oh, but the flash, it's perfect. And it's actually a team flash just to put salt in the wound. Damage is being done though. Keoz has been brought low, and Stefan's found the kill out towards top. He's activated from there and at least able to get the response.
It's absolute disaster though. That team flash should never have happened. Stefan, the only defender here. Color needs to rotate over from the window. He will strike and find Kyojin, and now Keoz, he's going to reply with one of his own. All the AWPs are getting the kill. Crystal closing the gap with the SMG. He's just on the cusp of this smoke. Can he mow them down? He spots one and the second as well. Crystal does it once again for cowana.
I love these change-ups for cowana. That aggression down through into B-lows, it looked like it was going to be a disaster. The team flash, he's completely blind and gets removed, but Stefan, he's the impact player. He's the one that steps up there, pushes out while they're occupied towards the stairs and gets a kill, and even the second on the repick.
Yeah, perfect little bait and switch. Falcons now reduced to the partial investment. We were talking about secret agents earlier, but now the mission for the Falcons is to get a bomb plant on the board, and HS wants to strip it away from them. Peer it in towards middle, but Kyojin will silence him.
Oh, speaking of Desert Eagles, they're reigning supreme here. That's 2 kills to the pistols. Matty has to try and do a response here. Is he at least able to get the first? And they're all going to start to line up for him. The flash, it's fantastic. Full blind. Maka falls, and Kyojin has made his way up onto site, but he's lost all his teammates and the bomb.
Creeping his way in. And he will find the kill on towards Color, so a sniper can be retrieved at the very least. But his position, it has been given up. He's already shown us a couple of Deagle kills already. He's going to need to get a few more. Holding the angle, he's dropped down, and that nade is not going to do as much damage as I would have thought.
Yeah, Bounceloft manages to avoid that. Has a minute on the clock to work with. Both CTs have been spotted towards short. He knows where his quarry is, but he has to find these heads. No armor, just headshots. And Matty, he shuts it down.
It's one of those rounds where on paper it looks like it should be Kawana's through and through, but it gets a little bit scary with the Falcons just throwing a little bit of risk and danger in towards middle. HS being a little bit too overzealous, perhaps.
I like the idea. They know that it's going to be a lighter buy, and they want to try and punish that early on with a bit of aggression of their own, but it doesn't quite pan out. But at least they are able to convert it in the end. Yeah, that utility raining out to go into the full gun round here. Control has been taken towards long, and look at the stack towards B.
Yeah, heavy aggression all across the board for both of these teams. Stefan on an expedition. Chiming on in, it's 3 players aggressing at B. This could be a very fast flank if Crystal wants to activate upon it. Falcons, there's a window that they can overwhelm A.
Thankfully for Cowana, at least, they're taking their time. Throwing their utility. This flank, it's coming through so quickly. 2 players barreling through T-spawn.
This is weird. There's not really much utility either for the Falcons. Crystal, he's already here, and if Stefan just waits, he can even bait in his teammate and do even more damage. Instead, they're just going to establish a crossfire. There's no way out for the Falcons.
Yeah, Stefan can just tuck in here. They're trapped in towards long. They can do the stack now on the site. The clock is ticking down. Falcons, their only opening is if they commit, and they're going into the arms of Cowana, but that's the opening. Stefan on that flank, he gets removed. They actually start to bail out of this, taking that bomb, making their way back towards B.
Yeah, that flank means that Falcons also have an understanding that Crystal and the gang know that it's going to be that A commit. He now needs to escape. He's trapped in towards middle. He'll somehow escape down towards lower. In amongst all the chaos, Matty finds one. Now Falcons want to go towards short, but they're being cut all the way down to size. And now Cowana, there we win 1 round of tying up the game.
Crystal and HS there just set up in short. Crystal manages to get out of there. That is critical. If he goes down, that's that avenue to the B bomb site completely open for Team Falcons to take. They had the utility still. They could have easily gone for that side take, but Crystal drops that smoke and is just able to escape into lower dark, sets up with that crossfire with HS, and they just cannot break their way through it.
It's a golden opportunity now for Cowana to really tie up the game in what was looking so dominant from this T side. Partial investment, crossfire being established towards lower, and that's exactly where the Falcons are.
Yeah, all 5 Ts over on this side of the map. 2 CTs in lower and 2 on the side. This side commit's going to be coming out, but the flank can come through fast if it is even needed at all. Stefan and Crystal, they managed to shut this one down. There's HS. 3 in the round for him. The flank is activated.
Yeah, really nice stuff. Cowana, they just get things done. They keep things fairly flawlessly. Just detracts, and whilst it is the last round of the first half coming up, it's still nice, and it's a confidence builder that they managed to get that without too much trouble. Falcons, they are in a bit of a pickle here.
Pickle indeed. Last round of the half. You do have to remember, this is a 6-0 start for Team Falcons. It's been the Cowana show in the later part of this half, and they open it out here in the last round of the half.
Yeah, but look at Python. He's gathered so much space up towards short. Are Cowana ready for this? No. Color, he got the opening, and now he's been eliminated.
Player in towards Goose, though. He's holding tight here. They don't know if they're going to be clearing this one. Python, he even looks like he does clear it, crouches around the corner, but doesn't spot Crystal. The trigger discipline actually ends up bringing down his teammate, but he's not even ready. The comms, they're just just not there. Crystal, 2 in the round for him. Haji swinging out from long, has to find something here to even it up, but he cannot do it. Just Maka now left in the 1v3 with the AWP, and it's HS to close it out.
Cowana Gaming somehow bounced back, and they will take a narrow lead in towards the second half as we turn our attention down to our sideline reporter, Heku. What do you make of that one?
We have not seen these two teams play Dust2 at this tournament, so we did not have any expectations. Falcons had a great start, but now we can see that Cowana managed to make a comeback, and it is possible that we will get to the third map. But before we do that, we need to go to a short break to come with the second half of the second map.
Well, perhaps it is Wednesday after all. After being down 1-7, Cowana, they staged the comeback and they lead now going in to the second half of Dust2.
Really well played from them. It was a really nice response as well. And you just take a look at the kill distribution for Cowana. Everyone is stepping up. Everyone is having that important round. You think back to Crystal, the 2K with the MP9. You've also got that clutch attempt that he made very difficult for the Falcons. And in fact, he won that out over towards short. Pistol taking shape. Now Cowana, they throw aggression in towards long.
Taking control here early on with HS. Jiggling that angle. Kyojin is there to receive, and Keoz is taking some control towards short here as well.
Yeah, 1x bet odds still favouring the Falcons. And that might be because they've got the read on this pistol as they rotate all of their members over towards this A bomb site. It's well reinforced.
Looking at Kyojin and Keoz here to hit the shots as this execute comes through into long. All 5 players barreling down. Keoz, he gets overwhelmed. Kyojin has tucked down here into CT above this smoke. Python by his side. They are going to try and tap away here. Good for 2. Kyojin, 3 in the round for him. The headshots rain true. Trying to find more as well. Hunting down these players, but Matty does close him out. Maka now has rotated over with these dual Berettas. Side by side with Haji, but they're not able to find these kills. Just shots getting fired off left, right, and center. Eventually, Haji chimes in with both.
Yeah, not the best pistols for the job, playing Overwatch towards that short position. Dual Beretta's just doing a little bit of chip damage, just trying to delay and get the attention away for Haji to strike in with a multi-kill. Cowana, they only really threw one element to themselves at that pistol. They only went down long, and unfortunately, Falcons, they took the map control elsewhere, and they were really aware of where that was going to end up.
This puts Cowana on the back foot once again. Glocks and a Desert Eagle. Keoz with his MP9 also in lower dark. That could do a lot of damage, but he does decide to back off after throwing that utility. Does keep Cowana on notice, though.
Yeah, slower pace. Were thinking about the B bomb site, but instead going to reset all the way towards spawn. No map control gathered currently for this T side. Meanwhile, Falcons, they've got good initiative out towards long.
They've got a nice default setup here. Put the player all the way down towards long. 2 fall back to the site where they can hold the crossfire into mid. Now they're making their way up through long, but there is going to be contact here as Maka with the scout has rotated over.
There's a gap in towards mid. It means the Cowana can sneak up through short currently. It looks like Keoz is rotating in, but it might not be at the perfect moment. Definitely spotted color on that jump peak, though.
Yeah, and these Glocks are just going to be funneled into Python here. Keoz even trying to get the spam with the MP9, but not quite able to connect that one. Matty looking for a head over this smoke. No one is there. Connor at least taking this one slow. Utility being used. That's that smoke coming down. Oh, and what a timing to throw it.
Speaking of utility, Cowana, they don't have anything. Didn't invest. Need to explode onto a bomb site. Could be a crystal special. He gets run boosted over. Plucked out the sky by Maka as he lands in down towards CT. Now Keoz, he can just swing on in. He's playing close towards mid.
Bit of flick practice there for Maka. Hits that one on the flying target. Python with the FAMAS here. Ooh, bit awkward there, but Haji is able to support as well with the kill out towards B. That bomb is dropped. Stefan picked up the Desert Eagle, but with 7 seconds left, he just wants to die.
He doesn't want to lose after time. They're not giving it to him. He's trying to work their way in.
No.
Oh, it's calamity.
Oh, dear. You have to feel for him. He swarmed into the site begging to be removed, but Haji just tucks tails and runs, doesn't give up the kill. And now look at that money. Stefan doesn't bring anything extra into this round.
Very unfortunate for him. Nice little micro decision by the Falcons. You see they're really thinking about this one. They want to use every single advantage in their favor. They do not want this to go to Nuke potentially.
Yeah, because Nuke's the scary one. Cowana potentially could do something different on that one. Actually, Crystal, he's actually going to drop the rifle over to Stefan. Decides he's going to be the one that takes the one for the team with the Tech 9. Maka early damage on, but now Python, he can swing in. Matty is good for the trade though. Oh, the reposition there. Keoz finds one with the MP9. Maka trying to hit these flick shots, but Matty, he's just dismantling everything.
I think the bomb's been dropped down towards lower tunnels. It's just landed down below the box. Color, he has to try and recover it. And as Matty loses his life over towards short, there's only one real option. It's towards B.
Oh, what a shot from HS. The one tap onto long. That is filthy. And Color off the back of that, he's going to try and group up with his teammate. Maka was in mid, and he did hear that rotate towards B, but now it's been called off.
He's only got the scout. It's going to have to be a nasty sting with the Scorpion skin, but unfortunately for HS, actually, fortunately for HS, he manages to get that kill. Cowana, they tie the game up. This game is very close.
Whew, HS, impactful round from him. It gets very dicey there. Kills going back and forth, but he finds that opening towards long with a banger of a one-tap, and then has the perfect read on Maka's rotation as well. So they do string one back here, keeping it even 9-9. Full buyout from Team Falcons, and it's a double AWP setup. That's
going to be quite scary. It's a very heavy investment at the early stages of this second half. It can either be used to snowball or it's a desperation play. However, Dust2 is an AWPer's playground. Stefan, works his way in towards pit early.
Look at where these two oppers are, though. One's in lower dark and one is out towards mid. There's actually no one here on the A side, although he is going to be rotating over now and can get boosted up onto site boxes.
Peering on in is Maka. Trying to use the elevation to peer down in towards pit. Did he spot the head? Not quite sure. In fact, he's even going to get boosted. They want to clear this angle out.
This is dirty. The head spotted, but not quite able to hit the flick. That practiced him earlier. Maybe needs a couple more of those. At least he is aware of that player now and can keep him locked in.
The Falcons are aware of what's up. You can see that they've pushed upper tunnels in a response in the mid-round. Cowana just subjected towards long, but missing shots is going to be their way in. Python, though, he can just tuck in the smoke. All the meanwhile, there's attention being taken from the AWP, and Python will get a couple of kills.
So much damage done with that utility as well. They were brought so low, it set Python up for that spray. Now HS and Stefan, they can deploy this utility and get that bomb down. Stefan's kind of stuck in here towards Car, and Maka, he's holding the line. Has to be the 1v3, and Keoz, that second AWP, it comes into effect.
Yeah, it really does, and it was a dangerous investment, in my opinion, because you're spending a lot of your money early. But Falcons, they will win it out. Those long-range engagements do come into full effect, and more importantly, they save both of them over again.
It's risky as well, because it meant teammates didn't have the right buy, right? We saw a FAMAS and a Desert Eagle on the Kyojin even, but he's even able to get a kill with it, so having that impact regardless, and sets up those AWPs in the post plant, which isn't always where you want the double AWP retake, but are able to at least bring it back just from holding the line.
Yeah, and now this could potentially spiral. Cowana, thereby, could be a little bit dicey in comparison. Oh, Keoz.
He's no armor as well.
He's having an absolute stormer on LAN.
Great stuff from him. Kolor now with AWP of his own, looking to have similar impact. Boost here, but not being rewarded with anything.
We spoke about the buy. Look at it for Cowana. It's a bit of a mixed bag. A couple of Tech 9s. They've got lots of utility. Keoz, he's pushed in towards upper tunnels. And meanwhile, Python is being flushed in. It's attack on all angles for the defense. And they're getting it done.
Keoz now, he might be able to get away, and he does just manage it. If he'd gone down there, that was the opening towards B. But he just manages to escape with his life. And Kyojin's even taken this ground into upper mid. Python, he's coming through with the HP, raiding on in. Kolor at least able to get one kill, but the 1-on-3. 2 AWPs, the bomb, it can be collected, but Kyojin, he is coming in fast.
You know what they say, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. And well, the Falcons, they're making Cowana uncomfortable. They are taking the map control away from them early. They cannot be settled. There's no real room for them to maneuver, and it's making this T side very difficult.
It's because Matty had the Tech 9 instead of the Desert Eagle.
Yeah, maybe.
Even a P250 this time. Come on, guys, give Matty that deagle. We know what it can do. Keoz opening kill onto Crystal as well with this aggression towards bottom mid. It is rewarded. Gonna be moving fast out towards long. It is just Kyojin here, courtesy of that early on. Ooh, he gets dinged down as well, but the spray, it's good onto 2. He pulls out the USP to close it out.
And you highlighted Kyojin in Inferno. You said he's the only player to come into this game right now with a negative rating on for the Falcons. 19-14. He's having a wonderful series for them on Dust2.
Love to see it. All players stepping up here for Falcons. It is a roster that has a lot of that potential, right? All these players can take over a game. And it's good to see them all sharing in that responsibility.
They've got a lot of firepower on this roster. So when they all start chiming in, it's a very scary prospect. They've actually started to pull away now. Peeking on in. Kolor, he knows his timings, but Keoz, he's pushed all the way in. He's looking to punish, but they jump away.
Oh, that looked like it could have done so much damage. Almost looked like a collect could have happened there towards long, but doesn't quite happen. Keoz repossessions now into lower dark. At the moment, there's no one there, although all of the T's are moving that way.
Yeah, but look at this. What can Cowana really do? The kill came in over towards long, and now the gap's been taken up. Upper tunnels, it's going to have to come in, and there's a crossfire already swinging on and out. Keoz, he takes the first contact. That allows Haji just to swing on in. Cowana, they're being absolutely neutralized.
Keoz, close comeback AWPing, showing us what he is made of. Crystal now, Mach 10. You can hear the scope. They're trying to bait him in. Come, test me. And he does rise up to the occasion. Even the second as well. Picks up the AWP. Hold the phone here. Crystal, 2 kills in the 1v4, but the flank, it's coming through.
Oh, a couple of kills being gathered for the MAC-10. That IGL making things a little bit tricky for the CTs. But you're right, that flank came in at the perfect moment. He was not expecting it. There's just too many players in tunnels for him to contend with.
Kyojin has actually been great for finding these openings on the flanks. Obviously, in that situation, they know it's just Crystal left. They know where the bomb is, so there's no reason not to activate. But we've seen him a few times having impact in those positions. And cowana have to once again go into one of these light buys. But hey, there's that Desert Eagle on Maddie.
Go for the bottom of the barrel here. It's very scary. They've not got the weaponry to really do this. Python creeping on in. He's going to sliver his way in towards the back lines, making his way down towards long. They're not turning around right now. This is a very quick flank.
Python slithers. Good one, Brandon. All right, going to be aggressing out towards long here. Kyojin drops the smoke. Rotation has come through as well from Maka. That's the AWP. Python just gets spotted here, but sprays down through the wall onto Maddie. The kill is there in response, and they can actually get a rifle off it.
Yeah, they can, and then look at the reaction furthermore. Keoz looking to follow in his footsteps, really constricting cowana right into this long pressure. They're going to have to go towards this bomb site. There's no other option.
And there's two CTs on the defense, even dropping over the secondary smoke so Kyojin can set this one up to play around. Gets up onto the site boxes here, looking for an opening. Well, that HE tickles their feet as well. And sentries getting thrown out. The flashbang to set up Kyojin here. He's just sitting back, playing these dodgy angles. Oh, he gets forced out though. HS swings out. Stefan with one of the Desert Eagles as well. Haji, he's over here, but he's even going to get smoked off and doesn't even get a chance. HS with the Galil does it. Maka now 1 versus 4. Playing around this smoke, but there's just too many targets. And he has to bail.
There was an over-reliance on that setup towards long. It just felt like Falcons, although they had all the right pieces in the correct places, they were trying to do this util set. Kyojin drops a smoke on towards the site, whilst that AWP can't be saved. That flashbang's raining over. He doesn't even find a kill. It's damaging.
HS 3 in the round for him. Finds the end kill there to remove that AWP as well. The economy is still quite good for Team Falcons. They have built that one up from subsequent rounds. So they'll be in a reasonable position here. Still early days for this comeback for cowana.
But they've done it once before and they can definitely do it again. Color peering on in. This time that wallbang's not going to find the mark.
Fast aggression out here. Crystal gets legged by Keoz. This double AWP in effect once again, but he's going to continue to push up. Finds the kill on the AWP player. Kyojin also brought low in close range combat. Can't quite do it with the AWP this time. Maddie has to find this kill. Actually manages to get away. Python has made his way out towards long. Might be able to do something on this flank, but that's an open A site.
They might not consider it as well because they have a player in Matty so far pushed back. They're not considering it right now. Haji, he's spamming forward, and now Python, he can activate, working his way over, takes down the first and the second, but HS with the trade.
That's a critical second kill. If he doesn't get that, there's no way into this round for Haji. The T's now, they're uncertain. They're relocating, going to be grouping up as a unit. HS was brought low earlier from those engagements. So certainly a chance here for Haji. 19 and 12 in the map for him so far. Has a kit as well to work with, but he just doesn't know where they're going.
Has a grenade as well, so a well-placed strike could actually get rid of HS, strike him off the record going into this clutch attempt. Haji has no idea where cowana are as they've moved all the way over towards this B bomb site.
Yeah, and look at the utility for Maddie. As soon as that bomb goes down and they set up the post plant, they can drop that smoke and that Molotov subsequently. Becomes really hard to find a way in. We talk about B being such a difficult site to retake. We're about to see why. Haji, now aware of the bomb site. You can see him jiggling his crosshair there. He's got the comms. Yep, it is definitely B. See that utility blocking a way out for him.
It has, but it's been deployed very early, and he has got a kit, so there is time still to work with. Flashbangs do not need to be pulled.
And they're doubling up here, though. Has to find both of these kills. That's the first presented to him. He's not going to be ready for the second player. Maddie, he just has to tuck in. It's planted for him. Haji, there's just no way he clears this. Maddie, the clock is just in his favor. He can poke up, he can prod. Haji gets the kill, but I just don't think there's going to be time.
I really don't think there will be. It's very close. Hang on, has he got it? Just
oh
about
my God, he
nick.
does it. He stands up, getting the crowd excited. Incredible clutch for Haji.
We really didn't think it was possible. Matty reveals himself 0.1 of a millisecond too late. Haji with an incredible clutch here at conference.
Oh, Maddie, Gotta have a head and hands moment after that one. It was in the palm of his hands. The bomb, it was planted for him. He wasn't going to get cleared. Just needed to stay down and wait for the bomb to get tapped, and he could have got that kill. That one's going to come back to haunt him.
Cowana even set that up perfectly. They had HS baiting him in, and he was low HP at first instance. Matty had full health, 2 clicks. That's all it took. Timeout being called by the Falcons now. Quite rightfully so, to be honest. They need to calm down. The job is not yet done. Striker can just say to them, chill out. What is that from Haji?
The 180 spin, the spray, you can see, panicked. Knew he had to find that kill, and he converts it. Oh, the energy, the hype, the momentum now with Team Falcons.
Absolutely. It feels like it's their series to lose. Oh, Carla can't quite convert the kill. Keoz, he's going on an adventure up middle again.
Yeah, they've done this a few times, though. It's potentially going to be telegraphed, so he doesn't overcommit. He just takes the ground. And though Long is given up, the rest of the map, it's Falcons.
Heavy mid set up by them, though, as Maka finds that kill. There is still a gap being left. It's Kyojin's responsibility to hold down A.
Has support from short. The flash comes through. Kyojin needs to find a kill here on the defense. Has to be able to slow this one down. That nade from Crystal actually finds Maka in the end. The AWP is removed. HS with a kill of his own. Python, though, is good for the trade. Trying to dart out here and do the damage. Crystal has been brought low, but so has he. The nade again. Keoz finds Crystal.
Haji's about to activate. That smoke has faded. They're not ready for him. Carla is thrown into the 1 versus 3. Oh, they're even jumping around the scope, basing him in with the barrel. It's just too much. Falcons elevate themselves to series point.
Series point. Elimination point. Cowana lose this, they are out of contention to play at group stage at EPL. It's all on the line here. And Falcons, they want to take it home.
And I really don't think the buy is going to be that amazing for Cowana coming into it. Their backs are well and truly up against the wall. Yes, they've got some AKs, but look at the utility behind it. It is not very good at all.
Kyojin does just have this Desert Eagle. So it does go both ways. Keeping these rounds close. Python, he's close to mid here. Has Maka in support. Bomb is on the other side. This flashbang, he's going to swing off the front of it. That's a kill potentially presented, but Crystal, he holds the line. But oh, the wall bang from Maka. That trade does come through. Haji has taken control towards B upper though. Stefan, I don't know if he's going to be ready for this. The contact comes through, and he manages to get both alongside Maddie.
This is quite close. But you're right, you said it earlier, there's no rifle that can be recovered for Kyojin right now, so it's all onto Maka. If Cowana actually decide to go towards B, the bomb is isolated in towards lower tunnels. That's the responsibility of Stefan. He needs to group up with his team. You can see them forming in towards top mid.
They did spot Maka on that jump peak, so they are aware of him holding this. Utility starts to come through. He has to find these kills. That's the first. Can reposition here, fall back, put it now into the 2-on-2. Kyojin is tucked in the side here with the Desert Eagle. If he can stay undetected and find a kill here, the 1D does damage on the color as well. A second tag and the third, Kyojin. He keeps Falcons in it and he takes it the series 2-0.
My goodness me, the Falcons get it done. 2-0. It looked so close in that first half. Cowana with the unbelievable comeback, but unfortunately for them, Falcons, they really took the game to them, and they managed to close out the series, and they are now 1 best of 3 away from advancing.
Kyojin steps up there in the final round. We had the individual heroics from every